All right. Tonight I just want to do a quick primer over the various versions of Vise Grips. It's one of those things I see a lot of people kind of question because Vise Grips used to be made in America, but now they're only imported. And there's no actual American locking plier made today. So the only American ones you'll find are on the used or new old stock markets. And there's a couple of easy ways to tell the difference between the old American ones and the newer Chinese versions. So I just thought I'd go over a few of the differences, and so if you're interested in acquiring old pliers, this will make it relatively easy for you to tell the difference. Basically, Peterson Vise Grips were invented by Bill Peterson in 1924. Not exactly these ones, these are all more modern. They didn't have their quick release, the early versions. Similar, but not exactly the same. The quick release didn't come until 1957, so these are all, like I said, relatively modern. Bill Peterson, again the inventor, died in 1962, and the family took over, and the family renamed the company American Tool in 1985. And then that company bought the Irwin Company in 1993. And then they sold that, their entire company, to Newell Rubbermaid in 2002. And they continued to manufacture these pliers in DeWitt, Nebraska until 2008. That's when the factory was shut down and all production was moved overseas. And so basically from 1924 then to 2008, Vise Grips were made in America. And then from 2008 onwards, they were made in China. Some people have found supposedly some made in Taiwan too, but China is basically just the main source. So anyway, here I'll show you the first one. This is just a basic used pair of Vise Grips I picked up. And the easiest way, of course, to tell is you can see the logo here. And I don't know if you can read that, but it does say Peterson Vise Grip, DeWitt, Nebraska. Now, like I said, these are newer because, like I said, they have the quick release. But good old American, just Vise Grips. You find these at garage sales, yard sales all the time. And then this would be pretty much the exact same model, but in the new Chinese version from Rubbermaid. Tagged this Irwin, and you can see, like I said, in the back it just says Vise Grip. And then here you can even see on the package right up there it says Made in China. So this is the new ones that you'll find in the stores now, and these are the old ones. Now, the easiest way to tell at a quick glance the difference between the two is the roll pin. So you'll see here on the quick release it has a little bit of a roll pin. It's a very distinctive look. Like I said, and you see that it's almost guaranteed to be an American version. Because you'll see on the newer ones, like I said, they do not have a roll pin. They have more of like a plain rivet. Here, let me put the two together here so you can see the difference. So right off the bat, you see, like I said, a roll pin. It's pretty much assured to be American. You see a rivet, it's pretty much assured to be an import. Now, one of the other differences, it's easy, now it's not as easy because this is a late model US version, as you can see here, and it is the same as this one, even though it looks different. It's a slightly different design, but it's still the 7R. And I said, you can see, I said same barcode number, same everything, but this is a late US model. In fact, I think this is 2000 and, trying to find the date on here. Yeah, 2007. So I don't know if you can see that, 2007. So this will be pretty much the last generation of the US ones, and you can see it does say Made in USA. But it has a 4mm hex, little slot right there, so you can put a little hex key in to tighten the screw down. And you can see that this one does too. And so the later ones do have that, but the early ones do not. So again, it's one of those, so if you're looking for early pliers, especially the Peterson ones, not having the hex is a good sign for that. Now again, this is all kind of general, like I'm sure there's slight variations to everything, but basically if it has a roll pin, it's old. If it does not have a hex, it's probably pre-Irwin. or at least pre-rubber newel made. Because for another example here, here's a 4LN, and it's a small one, and again, I'm not sure if these have them or not nowadays. I think they do, but this was a 2000 and where is it? I can't find the date. There it is, 2003. So that's right after they were taken over. So, like I said again, it looks to be relatively new. So again, one of the other things you can look at is that they did make some of these for other companies. So here, for example, is one badge, this Wildy or Wild, however you want to say it, 6VGR. And again, no pin, it does say pending USA, but it does have a roll pin. And so it looks to be Peterson. And if you take, or at least an Irwin, or American, but you say if you put these side by side, they look pretty much identical. Again, same roll pin. I said that means same shape, same everything, same ends. Like I said, they're pretty much identical. And again, this is all USA, and it was right after, or I said, they were taken over. So even if it's not badged as a Vise Grip or as a Peterson or Irwin, it could still be made by them and just tagged to somebody else. Now, some of the other things you can look at are kind of interesting. This is kind of going more towards the things that, especially back, they used to do gift packs, which you can still find in stores from time to time. And again, you see roll pins. Now you can't see the backs, but these are Peterson, and you can even see here. 1975 Peterson Manufacturing Company. So these are a bit older, kind of interesting. So if you see like an old package like this, again, it's almost for sure Peterson, because they really haven't done anything like this, especially the style, I mean the faux wood grain, all that. That just screams pure 70s. Later on, they did do these, which they I know they've come up with something similar nowadays, but this is an older one, and again, it's USA. It's from 2001. And this is called the toolbox. So it's the Vise Grip with a multi-tool in there, like a knife blade, like a little screwdriver, bit holder, and this one comes with a sheath. Oops. So you can see this is something else to look for. So this is, again, a US-made Vise Grip that was made by the American Tool Company, which was the original Peterson but renamed. So that's something else you can look for. Again, these are not super easy to find, but they're not that rare either. So, and then you don't even have to go with Vise Grip if you want to get an American locking plier. This here is a Husky. I don't know if you can read that. There it goes. So yeah, it's a Husky. Was it 5472? Yeah, number 5472. And again, it's like a locking plier. It's a slightly different release, because you can see this one, you press in and it releases out. So it's a little different. I kind of like this one a little better, because when you can just release with like your finger. Because on these ones, you're supposed to be able to release it with your thumb, like that. But it always seems to be like I always end up trying to do my finger, and I always tend to get something pinched in there, which kind of sucks. So I actually do kind of like this release, because like I said, it's, it seems to be a bit easier, but either way. So anyway, again, just a quick review, and I know I'm not exactly the best at this kind of stuff, so excuse me, but sure way pretty much to tell an original American Vise Grip. Again, look for the roll pin.